Okay, I know I'm late to the party for Black Phone 2, guilty as charged, but I finally saw it, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers and critics kind of like give it mid reviews. I'm in the minority then, because I like the living poop out of this movie. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Black Phone 2. What's about pretty simple premise? We are a couple years after the first Black Phone, and the main guy, he is trying to forget everything, trying to just hide his fears of what occurred to him with the grabber. His sister is now starting to see visions just like the mother, and now they have to go to this camp in northern Denver, if not mistaken, to figure out what is happening with these three kids, how the grabber is connected, and how the mother is connected as well. And I like this one, yes. I understand how some people might not like it because it is a very different movie from the first one. The first one is more of a line of, a kid, Finn, if I remember his name correctly, is stuck in the basement. He's got to figure out how to get and stay alive from Ethan Hawke with the help of the kids that died before him. This one is extension to that, but more of a dream sequence type of movie. Think of this as how it's filmed, like Sinister. Remember those like videotape scenes where Ethan Hawke is watching it? Those are the dream-like sequences in here, and it's gritty and it's just potent. And I just like the story overall in this movie. I mean, I enjoyed the living crap out of this one. I enjoyed the slow burn to get to the final conclusion, and I enjoyed how it does connect. I'm glad if this is where it stops, because I think it would be the right thing to do through and throughout with what the story is trying to prove. Yes, it could maybe go into different territories of this brother-sister-father combo, but I think if they stop here, I would be super happy because how the story just closes. Sometimes movies or studio companies just don't know when to stop. This one just stopped. You made your money. You did pretty damn good. Let's just move on to the next franchise because Joe Hill does a good job. I think he's Stephen King's son. And with this movie, it is just haunting. The imagery is fantastic. The way the movie moves is potent. I love the religious aspect of it as well because I'm a sucker for, these religious type of horror movies that aren't so religious, but there's nice religious themes of good and the bad. Because while this is a Christian camp and they have like religious elements of like don't know what they should believe and not, there are like just like the super Christian people that think they're holier and holier, and you really don't like them because I've known them before where they go to church every Sunday and they act like complete assholes during the week, but then since they go to church they're like, I'm forgiven. I'm forgiven. And those are the ones where you just want to like just strangle of how stupid they are. But they have those type of characters in this movie. But what makes this work is the environment, how Ethan Hawke comes back, and the new story of how it connects and how it also connects to the mother and the children as well. I mean, it is also one of those stories where you got to believe what is going on in this movie. And I think there are so many people in this movie where you're like, you know what? They believe what is going on with what is being seen. They're not really questioning everything because there's too many puzzle pieces that match for me not to believe. Because you always have some of those characters in other movies where it is like, there's so many things that happen. And they're still like, nah, we're good. We're good. It's like, no, these are some smart characters through and throughout. Even when you don't know who's going to die, you're tensing up like, oh, is that person going to die in the lake? Is this person going to die like this? Is going to die like this? It is crazy like that. I understand how some people might think the killing of kids is kind of disgusting, and it's true. I mean, they are graphic scenes in this movie, and it is kind of hard to watch because watching kids die it's horrendous, absolutely horrendous. And that's the shitty thing about the world. It happens like every day in Chicago. Okay, not every day, every weekend in Chicago. DC now is ramping up. This is crazy where we are at that in today's day and age. It's like, man. And I know that's not, well, it is kind of the same. I mean, to me, they're all serial killers and they all deserve to burn in hell. And the themes of hell and heaven in this movie really work as well. I won't lie. The last phone call in this movie, I was crying. I had tears coming down my face of the emotional impact with who was on the phone and who was taking the call. Like, I truly dig that. And the emotional and just layers of these characters. Even the dad. Even when the dad is a, trying to be a good non-alcoholic dad now and hasn't drunk in 3 years. Him coming to the lake, it's like he knows that it might sound crazy, but it is his kids, and there's too many things that equal 2 plus 2 equals 4. And adding him to the story as well, it's smart writing. That's the best way I could say about this movie. It's just too smart of writing. The look of the movie, fantastic. I love how it switches from the grainy look of the dream sequences to the not. Yes, you could say some of the dream sequences some of the things are kind of, a little bit wonky and silly, especially when Ethan Hawke is kind of in this dream state world and no one else can see him in the real world, and they're trying to fight this fake guy. But there are things that do occur on the ice and things like that where you're just like, man, this is crazy. And when I'm thinking about Black Phone, the first one, I think I give it an 80%, but I've seen that movie like 3 or 4 more times, and it's gone up to a 90. It's that good in my opinion. Is Black Phone 2 as good as the first one? No, but I still love the living crap out of Black Phone 2. Like the atmosphere, the acting, the look, the feel of the cold, Ethan Hawke, the story. Yes, it might be kind of something different, but how they tie the first and second one in is so smart. It is so it's a good movie. I like the Black Phone 2. I don't know why it's getting some hate from some of these YouTubers that are frustrated with this movie. Yes, it's not as good as the first one. I understand that. I completely agree. But it's still a damn good outing for Black Phone 2. So Black Phone 2 will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 90%. So we'll see the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics say 73% with 161, audience score at 84% with over 2,500. Critic consensus: taking the consequences of his predecessor seriously, Black Phone 2 is a chilling sequel that mines memorable scares and thought-provoking themes from the scars that linger. Absolutely. I was happy with Black Phone 2 how it turned out. Through in and throughout, pleasantly and wonderfully happy about it. 73, 84, 80. Chase Hiker, the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, I'm this Bluefutontopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. A great day. I can watch this day tomorrow, a week from a month, a year from now. I'll just go freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. Stay safe out there. And if that phone rings and it's out of order, maybe you should pick it up to help a lost soul.